My boyfriend Jacob and I are childless millennials, so 2 days after Christmas, we decided to go on an all-day thrift shopping trip where we hit double-digit thrift shops. Here's our haul. Let's go through it! Also, I know I've been away for a while, and that is due to several things, including my video editor deciding he was going to charge 4 times what he did before, a large amount of depression, and a lot of stuff in my personal life. But I am working to get back to it, so today we have this and hopefully more great stuff soon. I'm doing my best. So thank you for sticking with me if you are watching this video. I appreciate you. So first we went to the bin store, and if you've never been to a bin store, it's usually places that sell restocked or like Amazon returns, that stuff like that. We went to one in Waller, Texas, and we found some really good deals. It was their $5 day. The way it works is everything in the store is the same price each day. It starts at 20, then 10, then 5, and it goes down to like $1. We had one in Bryan for like a couple of months and it was wonderful. Then they shut down. I don't know why. But the very first thing I found were these Brooks tennis shoes, which were brand spanking new, my size, $5. Wonderful deal because Brooks shoes are very expensive and I've wanted to try some out for a while. Jacob also found some boots. These are Justin's, which I believe is also a really good brand, and they are used, obviously. I believe these were like returned, but they're in great condition. Like you can see there's almost like no tread. They're a little dusty, but not as bad as this pair. So very used merchandise. These are also Justin's actually. I don't know what store these were returns from, but on the front it says they were $109. And I'm guessing it was a store with like a guarantee return policy or something like that. Or these are Wolverine. Okay. Yeah, originally $120 on sale for $109.99. We got them for $5. I also got a chair. This chair, which is a $99 Target chair. I looked it up. So we spent $20 at the bins and got about $400 worth of merchandise for 20 bucks. So maybe check out and see if there's a bin store in your area. You might not get this lucky, but might be able to find some really great deals. And yes, these are gross, but boots are meant to get dirty. So he's just gonna wash them, clean them up. I think they're gonna be great. Someone probably like wore them for a day and got blisters and returned them or something. I don't know. Would y'all have bought these? I probably wouldn't have. I would have just bought the other ones. But I think they're, for $5, I think they're gonna be great. Also, I'm not wearing them. And then the rest of the day we went to thrift stores and I think one antique store, and this is what we got. All right, first off, I purchased these kind of very heavy gold bookends, $6.99 for the pair, and the price on the bottom says they were originally $57 for the pair, and they're from PM Craftsman. They're very heavy. They're books. I like them. I'll use them. All this stuff is just for us, by the way. We don't really resell or do anything like that. It's a cool side gig, side hustle, but we're just not really into it. So I also got this cool little handmade mug for $3.99. Love a thumb stopper. I bought this because I'm always shopping for Christmas presents. This was $2.99 and it's like a wood napkin holder. And I think my Uncle Vince will like it. So he'll end up getting this for like a birthday or for next year's Christmas. And I know he likes this because he has a bowl that he made in this kind of variated wood. And I just think it's very nice. So I'll put it in a yellow bucket that I keep in the closet. It's a really great idea to just shop continually. Basically everything I got my family this year was thrifted. And I just found pieces that I knew they would love. And it was a giant hit. Next, for $4.99, check out this box. It's got a double and then a secondary shelf. What? I love the little gargoyles or lions or whatever they are. It has a couple of nails that need to be tapped in a little bit more, but I think this is really cool, and Jacob and I are probably gonna fight over it. Both kind of horrors for boxes. He found this one, which is was probably meant for like a chess or checkers set, and I could take those out or leave this in. I call dibs on it. I think it is just a very pretty, very cool box, and it was $3. Next, I got this little Louisville Slugger bat for $1.98, and I don't know why I like it so much, but just like a tiny bat for my feminine rage. This is something that we bought that I'm not sure we knew what it was. This was $6.96 at a Value Village, but it was taped together, so I didn't find out until today that it had this little button in the middle. I think it's an incense holder, but we'll just use it as a little catch jar. We love pottery, so. At the one actual vintage shop we went to, we bought this little milk jug for $2. It says $9, but everything was 80% off. And I also got this little dog, which looks exactly like Jacob's mother's dog, Tat Tat. And he was also $2. And this was Blind Girl Vintage, or Blind Girl Antiques in Houston. And they were so sweet. So if you're in the area, check them out. They had cool stuff. None of our thrift stores do like the little bags of stuff, which I'm kind of grateful for, but I love seeing what other people on like TikTok and stuff find in those. So we found this at one, and it was $1.98 for this bag. And this is a really cool, I'll bust it out, little scoop, silver scoop that we can use for coffee or something else, and some tiny little bundt tins, little molds. I don't know what we'll use them for next, but I mean, you can just use them as little bowls if we want. This is for the dogs. It's a log pillow. It was $2, and the girls have already claimed it. They really like sitting on it and dragging it around. If they bust it, I think it's like the little beads in here, so I'll take it away from them. But I just thought it was very cute, like a little log pillow. It's from a brand called Keekerland, which I think is expensive. This is kind of silly, and it's not something I would normally buy because I have silverware that I use and I really like, but I just thought this silverware was so pretty. It was $3.99 for the set, and there's a full there's a full 8-piece set in here, and it's very heavy and very nice, and I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I really like it. So now I own 2 sets of silverware, which is not something that I thought I would. I found 2 caboodles. This one was $3.99 and that one was $2.98. 2 different thrift stores. They're both in really good condition. Hello. And I'm going to use one for some leather working supplies that I have that would be nice to kind of have contained in a carryable box, and the other potentially for some other craft supplies. Now I do know that one of these is vintage and one of these is a repro because the button on one is zoomed in and it's not on the other, but I don't know which is which. But this one, the cheaper one, has a little shelf in here too. So, but this one is also not as clean. I need to go around and kind of clean this up. It's a little scuffed and has some like crayon marks and stuff on it. But these are great for storage, and I'm really glad I got these. I think they're really cute. Almost just broke the dog. This we got at a Salvation Army, and it is from Pottery Barn. The Pottery Barn label is still on it, and I paid $6.96. Now here's the thing. I have given away giant trays before because I didn't know what I would do with them. Like, this is way too big to put on the coffee table. Like, it's bigger than the coffee table, or even our kitchen table. What I was thinking was making a little side table out of it. And I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that, other than with like E6000. I prefer not to drill through it. But this is the first piece of Pottery Barn that I own, and I will figure out something cute to do with it. It's cool. It's just a big metal tray. I have Anthro taste on an Old Navy budget, and it's exciting to find Pottery Barn stuff at a thrift store. We're over here now. So the next thing I got was this set of 3 bookends with this centerpiece. But on this side is a sun, moon, and star, and the back side is a sun. And I almost didn't get these because the tops are candles and they're kind of sticky and gross, but it only goes down a little bit. You can see from the bottom. Feel kind of witchy vibes, and I just thought they were really cool for some bookends. They were $4 for each piece because this Goodwill prices by the piece instead of by the unit. And I just think this will be really, really cool and pretty. I'm going to take out the candles. They're only about this deep, and maybe put like some faux succulents in it or something. That could be really cute, or it could even just be a dish. Jacob also mentioned that candle bookends are just a huge fire hazard. So that's a weird set of choices that were made, but I think these were cool and they feel very vintage. Jacob got this little, I don't think it's timber, I've been calling it timber, but a little slide cabinet. And we don't know if he's going to paint it or stain it, but he's probably going to use it at his office. It does have a weird drill hole that is, it is kind of cool. This was $5, meant for like vintage cassettes, but we're going to use it as a little shelf. Next, for $3, we got this little pretty purple catch-all dish. It still has the original price on it from Home Goods for $7.99. We paid $3, and Jacob's going to use this at his office as well. It kind of matches the theme. And then we have a lot of books. For Christmas this year, Jacob had an idea. He's very crafty. Something we have in common. He had an idea to create kind of hidden book safes. You know, the ones that you've seen where like the book opens up and it's hollow inside so you can hold stuff. Well, we made some of those out of vintage books for some of the people that he knows and I know. And what we did was we found vintage books that kind of correlated to them or their personalities. So for his boss, who runs the writing center, we got a 70s copy of How to Read and Write Better. It was a beautiful vintage book. We hollowed it out, put felt in it, and then actually put a bottle of alcohol in it and gave it to her as a gift. And she loves it. It's still on her desk. So we did that for several people. It was a really fun craft. It wasn't that hard. And he decided he wants to attempt to do this for a booth maybe at Christmas next year locally and sell some of these. So we've been looking for fun titles that could be good book safes. So we have My Age of Anxiety, Lovers, Origins of Sedimentary Rocks, Cults, an anthology of secret societies, sex and the supernatural, The Last True Poets of the Sea, The Da Vinci Code, The Man Who Ate Everything, The Hunter, An Anonymous Girl, and City of Girls. And we've been picking all of these up. These were all about $2 each from thrift stores and places like that. None of these are worth any money. So like you can find another copy of all of these books, but I think it's very cool when we find them with cool covers, and who knows? You can tell me if you would buy something like this as like a Christmas gift for somebody. I think it would be really fun if, and I would purchase something like that, a cool book that related, like if somebody really liked rocks, a cool vintage Origin of Sedimentary Rocks that was actually, you open it up and it's a book safe, would be a really cool gift for someone like that. So, and then the final thing, this cabinet. This cabinet is the main reason we went to the Houston area. It was on sale on Facebook Marketplace for $100. You can't really see the details, but I want to show you what I'm replacing, or what it's going to replace. All right, so I've had this kind of side table forever. It used to live behind my couch in my old apartment, and here it's just become kind of like an alcohol shelf and display. And neither Jacob or I really drink, so just kind of collects there until we have people over. But I'm sick of dusting it, and I'm moving more towards clothes storage. And I really like this. It has a couple of drawers. It's in good shape, kind of skinny. Only issue. So she didn't have a picture of the inside, but that shelf is fixed. So I don't know if the alcohol is going to be able to stand up in there. And I'm considering jigsawing out a part of this cabinet, but I'm actually not sure if it's MDF or hardwood. So that is a craft for another day. It was $100. I think it was worth it. It's a pretty solid piece, and I'm gonna sell the other piece, and that'll just be one more slight improvement, which I've been doing over the years. Like I used to have an open TV cabinet and I basically sold it for what I bought it for on Marketplace when I found this one. Enjoying the closed storage more now that I'm in my 30s. And I'm also kind of moving away from the white gold marble aesthetic I had before. I still really love all the jewel tones, but I'm going a little bit more dark wood. So slowly replacing, especially with things that I think I'll keep super long-term / forever. So I would love to know what you would have bought / passed on at the thrift store. And if you think I got a good deal. Our total for all of this was about $220, and 100 of that was the cabinet. So all the rest of this we got for a little over $100, and we're excited. It was really fun to spend the day together. We got some sushi and just kind of went to all the stores, looked at all the things. It was really fun. We had a good day together. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you want more thrifty content or if you want to see what I do with any of these. And don't forget to subscribe if you're interested in this. More money stuff coming soon. Also, I have been creating a lot of like shorts content, Reels content, TikTok content over on my various other socials. So if you've been missing Budget Girl, I have been creating short stuff over there. It's all I've had the capacity to do. So hope you're well.